Hey everyone. This is my video about suicide and depression. So it is a very personal topic for me because I went through a lot of it, and a lot of cutting in the last 2 years till now. I went through a really rough stage where um I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I like. I don't know where I belonged in life. I didn't even feel like I did have a place. And you know why? Because my father left me when I was little. He cheated on my mom for her best friend, and it broke me too because it's hard seeing mom cry. Um, I also like because I had a lot of fights with my ex. That really hurt me because I thought he was the one for me. And we broke up because of his family, and I had to respect like his decision and his family's decision because like you have to respect people. And also the next guy I went out with, he got drunk one night on New Year's Eve, and he cheated on me with 3 different girls. Cheating kills a person. Whether you're a cheater or the one being cheated on, it actually kills because being cheated on actually hurts like a lot because you feel betrayed and you feel empty when you feel maybe they are better than me, and it just really hurts because like it feels like you've loved them but then it feels like it's all been wasted, and it really hurts. Like I cheated on my ex. It was the most regretful decision I've ever made, and I'm still regretting it today. um I don't know what came across my mind, but in a sense, you can't ever regret anything because at one stage you want it to happen, and you can't change the past. And if I was to take anything back, I'd take that back because it still haunts me today to feel annoyed that he was crying over me over some selfish act I did. But like we can't change the past, and we all have something that we want to change. We could. Also, like with my suicide and why I went there, a lot of friends betrayed me, and it really hurt. Um, my ex was going to kill himself over me. That was really hard to go with. And the girl that I'm still close with today, she posted a status on Facebook whilst I was going out with my ex, and she basically said, if this got 100 and so likes, she would ask out the girl she liked, and that girl was me at the time. And that hurt me because I had to make a decision whether to go out with her and dump him or stay with him and break her heart. So I was just stuck, like I didn't know what to do. But I cut over it. I just cried myself to sleep. I had racing thoughts in my head saying, "You're such an evil person. What the hell are you doing here? You're such a fake." I had all these thoughts in my head. And in the end, I dumped them both. Well, like I dumped him, and I stopped being friends with her. Then after a while, we started talking again. We sorted things out. She lost her feelings for me, and everything was cool. And today we're really good friends. But it still hurts, and it's really hard being a teenager, especially. And our parents they don't really understand, and even the peers we talk to don't understand us. I would try to talk to my mum when I cough. She didn't understand me because she thought, why am I so stupid? It's not going to help you. People thought that I'd lost the plot. They were ringing up my mum, my psychologist, saying Rikki needs some help now. Look what she's done, and just saying all this shit about me. And it really hurts to know that people are talking about me. But at the end of the day, it's a good thing they were, because they're the ones that can stop you from doing it the next time. And it's good to know when everyone leaves you that there is still your mum who's caring for you. My dad didn't care for me. Grandparents, your family, they're not going anywhere. They are your family for life, the only family you will ever get. So might as well just respect them and just, appreciate what they do for you and that they want to talk to you. Like at the time when I went through it, my mum didn't want to talk to me. I didn't want to talk to her. I'd blocked her out of my life. But when I was cutting, I needed her because I needed her to hold my hands when they're injecting me with the cleaning stuff to clean the scab thingies and and it's hard, and I had my mum hold my hands when I went in the ambulance because I tried poisoning myself. I drank about this much of a cleanser, like to clean your face with, Theracell toner thing. I drank that amount. I didn't feel it till about 5 minutes later. I felt the burning in my throat, like I was going to choke, and like there'd been a hole ripped down my stomach. But we don't know what we do, but until we actually feel it, because at that time we don't know, we don't know what we're thinking. But then you look back on it and you're like, why did I do that? There could have been so many other different ways I could have done that. Like, I could have talked to someone, I could have drew a picture or wrote down my thoughts on paper. Clean the house, that's what I do. I clean the house when I want to cut. And I haven't cut in a while. And for the record, and for you just wanting to know, I haven't cut in 2 months. Because I'm really proud of myself, okay? I want to show you something that my counsellor and me made, and hopefully you and your counsellor can make it, and it actually saves you, right? It will help you, okay? Okay, so this is my oath I made with my counsellor. It was my idea because I was getting to the stage where it was actually physically and emotionally hurting me, my cutting, and I felt shameless. So this is what you can make with your counsellor, and I'll read it to you because it actually really helps. So it says, I, Rikki, do solemnly swear to myself and my family that I will not ever again attempt to harm myself in any way, because it is attention-seeking and immature. Okay, that's my personal opinion on it a while ago, once I had made this. I have a different opinion of it now. I will, however, look at other strategies to prevent this happening again, such as include drawing, hiding the house, doing my homework, talking to your mum. That is a big thing. Talk to your mum. She will help you. Read a book, and also a good thing is just look up some relaxing music on YouTube. There's so much out there. Spa music, whatever, really helps. It just you just lay there with your headphones in, bursting it, and it's like your pain is in music instead of actually being taken out on yourself. It's through music, and it just feels amazing to let that out instead of cutting. It really does. I've tried it, and I would recommend it for anyone that's in the same position as me. And then I signed it. And I also made a punishment if I was to cut myself again. And I said, if I break this oath, I understand that I will lose my phone, because my phone is very important to me. I love my phone. I would die without it. And my laptop, you can't see that because I'm on it. but I would die if I lost it. And my mum would decide how long I lost those for, which my mum would choose a long time, like maybe half a year. So that's something you can do if you are really worried about what you were doing and you want to stop it. Go to your counsellor, go to your GP, even go to your mum or your brother or your sister, whoever. Ask them to talk, and if they don't want to talk, then you make the oath yourself and just get them to sign it and make sure they agree with it and just back it up with a punishment. If not, go to your GP, counsellor, and ask them to make an appointment and talk about making an oath. Just say, I watched a girl on YouTube. She's just like me. She made an oath to her counsellor and her parents that she would never cut herself, and she's managed to not cut herself in 2 months. And your counsellor, she's very understanding, she will help you and guide you make another one. Okay, firstly and secondly and lastly. Okay, before anyone makes a judgment, I'm going to show you personally what I went through and my cutting scars. Now this is really personal for me. I've never showed anyone but my mum and obviously the doctor. Okay, so this was my cutting knife. It's this big. Not really sharp. It's sort of been blunt over a while. I found this in my nana's house. I went over there for dinner and I stole this. I shoved it down my bra, kept it in there till I got home. That night, I cut myself. I dug into myself with it. But tip, never lose or use or leave a knife under your bed or your pillow. Because your mum, she cleans your room or you're at school, she come in and she find it. My mum found this under my bed and plenty more. And she had a long talk with me. It was very embarrassing because I had to tell her what I'd done with that knife. And she looked at me like, bitch, please, what did you do? You know, are you stupid or something? And I had to explain to her, you know, I'm going through something and that's how I'm going to deal with my pain. Take it out of me. So she put me into my counsellor straight away, let her talk, just didn't like it. I also used scissors. A lot of people use scissors. They're not really that effective. But yeah, it's something I used as well. I used when I didn't have a knife. I also use, I don't really have one with me, but you know the sharpeners you get? Like those ones or the little metal ones? You know the blade inside of them? I would cut myself with that. I would unscrew it with a screwdriver and dig into me, and that stuff hurt a lot. Like it actually hurt me heaps. I'll show you my scars now. First scar I ever did was on my wrist. You can't really see them, but I did a few little cuts, sort of see them, and that was quite embarrassing because everyone could see it. Yeah, and a lot of people like to back up saying my cat did it. And yeah, seems really good idea, but people do not believe you. They look like you, are you stupid or something? And you know, that's what you gotta do. I also tried a straightener. Never try a straightener, please. Or just let alone never cut the straighteners. Or I have scars, but they're bubbled. So like the scar has built up and I've got bubbles on my wrist. It's just not a good look. Like it's really not. You can't really see it, but if you can see here, I have the name Ben engraved in my wrist. Now that's a long story. I had a thing with a guy. Well, I thought I did. He didn't, but he didn't bother to tell me. So I was falling hard for this guy, and he didn't even tell me. So I thought he loved me, and then when he walked out of my life, I felt like I had to have a tattoo of him so I'd never forget him. Obviously, being a 15-year-old, you can't get a tattoo but you know, you can write on yourself. I decided to engrave his name in my wrist. That is the worst thing I've ever done because I don't talk to this kid much anymore. And I have a new boyfriend now, and it's so hard and embarrassing because he will look at my wrist and be like, "Who's Ben?" And I have to tell him. But I feel so guilty because his name's not Ben, the guy I'm dating. So everyone's asking, "Oh, so who's Ben?" Just, oh, it's so embarrassing. I wish I never done it at all. I also have, hey, I don't know how many it is. Okay, so here I have this one. It says hope. Well, yeah, it says hope. That's when I had a thing for him, and I thought I'd have some hope. So I engraved that in my hip. I stopped engraving on my wrist because everyone saw them, so I thought my hip would be bigger. But as you get older and your hormones kick in, guys will see that more. So I will never have the perfect body anymore. This one, you can see, it's pretty fat. It's very, you can see the lines around it. That one, one night, I don't know why I did it. I was in the bath, and with the sharpener, I dug into my hip, and I chopped about 5 centimeters into my hip. It hurt, not at first, but I could feel blood pouring out of my hip, and it was in my bath, so I had a blood bath. Oh, it makes me sick to even talk about it. And it haunts me a lot. I also, that night, I went out in my room to get dressed because I got out of the bath, dry myself off. I had a towel that was wringing with blood. I could not get it to stop bleeding. So eventually I went out into the kitchen to see what my mum was doing, make sure she wasn't near me. I didn't want to see me in my cup. But she did because I was as white as a ghost. I looked pale. I couldn't walk because my nerves were all numb. I couldn't feel anything. So I fell to the ground. And Mum was asking me what did I do, and she started having a go at me because she knew what I was like. She basically yelled at me, abused, saying why'd you do that? Because she looked at it. My hip was open, about that far. Open, you could see the white nerve underneath the skin, because you've got your nerve and you've got your blood, and then you've got like all the veins and stuff. I cut my vein in my hip. I was rushed to the hospital. They said we'll need to do stitches, but by that time it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. They said we'll do stitches. I didn't go to school the next day because I was in too much pain. I had to skip netball for 2 weeks to recover. I had a massive bandage. Couldn't go swimming. Couldn't go to the beach with my girls. I couldn't lay outside on the grass, sunbathe. I couldn't do anything. The only thing I did was go to school or lay in bed because that's all I could do. It's the worst thing. It really is. And suicide is not a joke. It really isn't. And if you think it's a joke, you need to next one. Seriously, you need to get out. You need to go outside, slam your face into a brick, open your eyes, and realize what your opinions are. Because suicide is not a joke. It's not a choice that we have. Teenager are the most vulnerable people that go through suicide, and it even is a scientific fact. Because as you're a teenager, shit comes out of nowhere. It's right around the corner, and you can't stop it. No matter if you're the smartest girl in class or the virgin of the school, whatever, shit's going to come your way, and it's going to be when you least expect it, and you can't do anything about it. You can, however, choose which way you want to deal with it. Please, please, do not cut yourself. Please, talk to someone. If you can't, talk to yourself about it. Write it in a diary, and then rip the note up, throw it in the bin, and just erase the thoughts. If that isn't helping you, go to the doctor, talk it out. They should prescribe you with, if you're not sleeping well. I take tablets that make me sleep better because I would wake up in the night and cut myself because my mum couldn't see me. But you know what? She found out because she'd come in, or my sister would come in, and see knives and scissors just hanging around on my bed. So, I'll give you a tablet. It should help you sleep better. If your doctor's not helping you the way you want to, your best choice is a counsellor or a psychiatrist. They really do help. The hospitals, they have a mental health service where they provide you with psychiatrists that are specialised. Please talk to them. They didn't help me personally, but my counsellor saved my life. She really did. I've gone from the girl that would cut herself every afternoon after school, during the night, enjoy the blood pouring down my leg, enjoy the pain rush, drowning myself in the bath, hanging myself in my closet, having nightmares about dying and fantasies about running in front of a car, to a girl I am now. And I'm the happiest girl alive now. I have a new boyfriend that treats me the way I want to be treated and respects me. My family have changed and helped me through it and pushed me through it. Yes, I don't have friends. To be honest, I really don't. I don't. I have a few friends that I don't really talk to, but they have hurt me. But, you know, everyone goes through things. The only friends I have is my family or my boyfriend or my followers on Tumblr. Regardless of that, I don't have any friends. I don't really care. As long as I've got my family, I've got myself, and I've got myself into gear and into shape, that's all that matters to me. And you know what else matters to me a lot? My personal goal in life is to make a difference. And I will do anything I can to change what I can of this world. Whether it's to be feeding children that are starving in Africa or Asia or wherever, I'm going to change it. Or people cutting themselves to reduce the amount of suicide, I want to help and I want to change it. Or even to, I'm not sure, but you know, I want to make a difference. I really do. And I'm going to do anything I can. And I really hope people out there can support me and get my word across and my channel across. I want them to know that someone cares about you. Regardless if you know me, or if you like me, or you dislike me, I'm going to be for you no matter what. I'm going to provide my services and my heart to save you and even your life. So a message out there, please do not cut, and if you have any complaints about this video, compliments, questions, you want anything to know about advice, or my experiences with cutting, please leave me a comment or inbox me on YouTube. Or if you don't want to do that, you can, if you have Tumblr, you can message me. My URL is Genkified, but it should be in the description below. If not, you can text me or you can PM me on Facebook. My name is Rikki Tingey, so it's RIKKI, and then my last name is Tingey. Okay? Bye.